happy hump day. I am back in LA. Ooh, it was a long flight, but a beautiful, beautiful trip to Lilydale. Look, I even splurged, got a t-shirt. Look, isn't it cute? So, feels good to be home. I've been waiting for Stan to show up. I put out some more nuts for him. He's probably a little angry knowing that I cheated on him. But we got some cute pictures of some little Lilydale squirrels. And I have to say, if you have not been to Lilydale, it is just really beautiful and magical. Good morning, Dawn. Hi, Kelly. Good morning, Rachel. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jeannie. Good morning. Good morning, Tina. Hello, everybody. Hi, Susan. So it feels good to be back. There's so much to do, so much going on. And today we're going to talk about finding your voice, because a lot of us, good morning, everybody. A lot of us, we lose the freedom of having our voice because we're trying to make other people happy, right? And the longer we are in this, the longer we listen to other people rather than listening to our own voice, rather than utilizing what we're given, we're getting kind of stuffed down, right? You're feeling, you might get more ill. Like, so if you're at work or in a relationship or just somewhere where you don't have the freedom to speak freely, to speak what you believe, how do you feel, what is your connection, all of those things, what happens is, because you're stuffing it down, you may actually end up sick. You may find yourself getting more sore throats, right? You may find yourself really kind of going inward. Good morning, Connie. Hi, Linda. You may find yourself maybe feeling even more depressed or sad or lonely. And all it is because you're either not out there asking for people for help or being able to express yourself. You may not be in a position where your voice is heard. And we all have a voice, and all of us want to be heard, right? Thank you, Catherine. Hi, Lisa. All of us want to be heard. And we want to be liked for who we are. And that gets tough, right? Because there's so much judgment. There's so much, well, if you're spiritual, you should be this way. Or if you are this, you should be that way. Or in order to make me feel more comfortable, I need you to be this way. Rather than embracing one another for our uniqueness, rather than just saying, hey, listen, they don't do it the same way, but that's okay. They don't need to. And that takes some work, takes some patience for sure, because of course we're all going to think we're right. I mean, how do you not think you're right? You're allowed to have an opinion, but that doesn't mean we don't raise others to find their voice, right? It doesn't mean that we don't want others to be happy and feel good, because we want to be happy. We want to feel good. But we have to start with our own voice. And the way to do that is to really go inward. You have to really decide, what are your thoughts and feelings? How do you look at something? Rather than just what you're told. Because so many times you'll see people regurgitate information that they've been told, rather than allowing it to organically come from within them. What is my belief on past life? What is my belief on a soul connection? What is my belief on spanking children? Whether you do or not. We just are so afraid to talk to one another. We're so afraid to have an open conversation, and in a fear of, well, it's not going to agree and all we're going to do is argue. But we don't have to argue. We can simply say, okay, I understand where you are. I respect your voice, because we all have a voice. We all have something to say. And like I said, we all want to be heard, right? We all want to be heard, and be loved for who we are. We all do. You cannot sit here. There's no way you can sit here and say, I don't care if people love me. Because I believe fully that that is an innate human desire. It's a soul desire. Because ultimately, we know we are all connected. We know on some level, as much as we try to separate and segregate, we all know we come from one. So you want all of you to love all of you. So I believe that we do. Now, there's ways to have your voice and your confidence and your thought process and your belief system. You have to own that, right? We don't want to bend to make other people like us. We got to be who we are. But at the same time, to me, is there a quiet desire to say, hey, I'd like to be liked for who I am? I believe, of course, we all would. And it's not that hard. It's really not. When we let go of deciding who should wear what and how someone should speak and how someone should act or behave, when we let go of all of that, all of these demands that we tend to put on one another, when we release that and we let people just be, we let people just be who they are, be their voice, honor them. A, we're going to be a lot more relaxed. B, we're probably going to be a lot more connected. But there's such a struggle of, well, if you're not this way, then you're not legit. If you're not that way, you're not spiritual. If you don't behave this way, you're not getting it right. And it is hard. I mean, this is a hard thing that we're talking about today. But the bottom line is, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, have your voice. Own what you believe. Just own what you believe. That's okay. We don't have to keep hiding who we are. When you think of all the people whose voices get closed down, when all the people and they don't have the luxury of speaking freely, they don't have the luxury of just being who they are, that they have to hide in a closet or hide in a box, rather than just let us be quirky. Someone's quirky here, someone's maybe got a little inappropriate sense of humor, whatever it is, just the fact that, if I believe it's inappropriate, that doesn't mean I don't want to hear it, right? We have to maybe be more open to one another so that we can take a moment to hear their beautiful voice. Everyone has a beautiful voice, and we can listen to it. We can listen to what they have to say. You don't have to agree with it, but allow people to speak their mind, speak their heart, speak their truth. Because when all of us have that courage to speak our truth and to not worry about what others are going to think or say, then we really find that freedom within, right? You really find, A, who your friends are. B, you find your voice. And when you find your voice, you are reminded that you are connected to your soul. And when you're connected to your soul, you're connected to your higher self. And when you're connected to the higher self, you are connected to spirit. And by connecting to spirit, we are connecting to oneness. So it is this beautiful freedom that we are creating by simply starting with our voice. So look at what you have to say and say it. That is our inspirational talk for today. That is it. That is it. So it is finding your voice. Sometimes we got to find it. Sometimes, we got to find that voice and discover our voice and allow ourselves to evolve, allow ourselves to grow, right? Who you were 10 years ago may not be who you are today. And isn't that a wonderful thing? Isn't that a beautiful thing, right? So ask yourself, on a soul level, on a heart level, who are you? And allow that answer to be the voice in which you speak. Okay? So there you go. Tomorrow on the show, Live with Colby Rebel, I have a healer and medical intuitive. How exciting. We are going to take some callers. So I'm very, very excited to have him. His name is Simon Hay. He is from New Zealand but lives in Australia, but is now working in America, I think this couple weeks. So very, very excited. I believe he's like my first healer in that way, and medical intuitive. So it is going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to talking with him. So join us tomorrow night, 5 p.m. It's right here on the Facebook, or you could do the UBN channel. The number's 323-992-3115. And remember, everybody, get out there and shine your light and shine it bright. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Bye, everybody.